Hey everyone, welcome to Stand and Empower. In today's segment, I have my special guest, Eric Petrone. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for taking the time for being here.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. What are you passionate about? What is it that you do?
What I'm passionate about? For some people that really know me and will understand this answer, but you can put me in the middle of a thunderstorm with my camera and I'm a happy man, but unfortunately that doesn't pay the bills yet.
Yeah.
So as far as professionally, I run a business with my wife. We run a pool service and repair company for residential homes. Been doing that for I've been in the industry for close to 12 years.
Yeah.
Been running the business for roughly about 10 of those 12 years.
Wow.
Now, haven't been fully focused on the business for all of those years, with the exception of the past couple years. Reason being, I worked for another family-owned pool service company for roughly 8 years, and kind of had a handful of customers of my own, but was also helping them build their business and also learning from them. So
yeah. Okay. Well, what are some of the things that inspired you to continue to pursue this and just move on from that and just focus on your own business?
So having the freedoms of your own business is amazing. But with those freedoms comes a lot of responsibilities. So one of the reasons why I moved on from the other business was the owners retired. They sold their business to a large corporation, which I worked with them for about a year and really felt strongly that, okay, it's time to start investing into my own business, and really focusing on that and growing with that. So I made the decision of purchasing a route and really just going after it and focusing on growing the business for ourselves.
Yeah, and that's important because you have to pursue it, right? You can't just sit down and dream, oh yeah, it'd be nice to have my own business, right? You said something important, you have to pursue it.
Yeah.
Put action into your words, right?
You can't just sit and wait for things to happen. You have to do it, and it's just, you're right, it's not going to just fall into your lap and magic happens. No, you have to go after it. You have to put in the time. You have to put in the work, and it'll, your hard work will pay off, but it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
Absolutely. You have to keep going.
Yep.
So what was a pivotal point in your life, whether an event or a person, drastically changed your life in a positive way?
Kind of a long story, but it goes back to that time with the Great Recession, where everybody was trying to figure out what is going on. Some people, quite a few people, lost their jobs, lost their homes. At that time, we had another business that we were running, a courier service, and it was a struggle leading up to that point, because with technology advancing so quickly, my industry, the demand for it was fading pretty quick, because people, I relied on people needing signatures or checks or documents delivered same day, and it was slowly morphing into just send it through DocuSign.
Digital.
The digital world was taking over. So the writing on the wall was there for me that I needed to find something not only that can withstand the technology, but also withstand a recession. And I sold the courier service, went into what everybody needs around here, air conditioning.
Yeah, so, absolutely, here in Arizona.
that's in high demand in Arizona. So I did that for a couple of years because it was something I like to work with my hands. I like to be outside. I'm not a desk jockey. I don't want to sit in an office. I'm miserable. So I went and worked for the air conditioning company for a couple of years, and then felt that I might die in an attic doing that. Wow. I enjoyed the work. I learned a ton about, electronics, everything about a house, but being in the attic in the summer, it's
over 100 degrees. It's only over like what?
Yeah, 115? It gets up to 130 degrees in these attics with no air movement.
Wow.
And it's physically demanding. And so I made another decision that, okay, I like this, but this may be the death of me. I need to find something similar, which led me to this industry that I'm in now, the pool industry.
Yeah.
So same concept, you're moving, but you're just moving a different element. Instead of air, you're moving water, and you have to keep the water clean and nice for the homeowners.
Yeah. I mean, you're still out in the heat during certain parts of the year, but you're not inside a closed space.
No, and truly, if you want, you can just fall in the pool.
Yeah, absolutely,
and
right?
Cool off. So
I accidentally fell in.
And it has happened. So it's not a bad thing to be around water in the summer.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are some of the challenges that you've had, and how have you overcome them?
So as an owner, one of the challenges you have is gaining the trust of a customer. Because if they're hiring you to take care of one of the most expensive pieces of their property, their home, is the pool, where all the entertainment happens, where all the fun and memories are made, you have to gain their trust and be willing to take care of it, with integrity, and you got to be consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So gaining the trust from the customer is it's difficult at first, but as long as you're consistent, you are honest, you don't beat around the bush with them. You offer them options for different things that are going on. They slowly gain that trust with you, and then you develop relationships with the customers, and
True.
You can have them for forever as long as you're in business. So as long as they trust you. So that's one of the biggest challenges, because I don't like to throw anybody under the bus, but there's a lot of bad actors out there in this industry.
That is very, very true. And you have to build the trust that builds your reputation, right?
Yeah.
As a business.
Yep. And if I get a phone call from a potential client and they say, we have so-and-so company and they barely show up when they say they're going to, or they don't, I've asked them to do this, right away it's a red flag. I know that they're being burned by this company that they're with.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing I can do is be upfront and honest with them, and hopefully they give me a shot, and they know that the way I work is, with integrity, and I'll take care of them. So
yeah, absolutely. And that's a very important tip that Eric is sharing. So when it comes to owning your own business, and not only in that field, not only in that field, but also in working for a company, right? You want to do your best, whether someone is there watching or not. It's about your own integrity as a person, as a human being. What kind of service am I providing? Because at the end of the day, you're really only cheating yourself. Absolutely.
Yes. And if you're not taking care of what needs to be taken care of, whether it's your own business or you're working for somebody, that's not going to end well.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Very, very true. Now, as a business owner, right, apart from the challenges that can happen with, I don't know, the environment, the weather, right, whatever the economy looks like at times, what are some other challenges that you've had, maybe some personal ones, or just learning experiences through all this?
Yeah, so definitely. I mean, it came pretty close to home this year. So as a business owner, and really the one out in the field taking care of the pools, if you're not healthy, if something happens with your vehicle and you're not able to show up, you have to complete the work. So that's definitely a challenge on that aspect for me, which earlier in the year I had a bit of a health scare, and had to think quick because I was going to be out for quite a while. And thankfully, I was able to wrangle my boss out of retirement. And he helped me out when I needed it most. He stepped in and took care of the things that needed to be taken care of with the business. And we were able to find an employee at that time too, and he trained him up. And so within probably 24 hours, it went from, okay, learning that I wasn't going to be able to work for quite a while.
Wow.
What's going to happen with the business, to, okay, it's going to be fine. I can focus on myself, not so much the business anymore. I don't need to, because I fully trust who was handling it. And you definitely have to have great people in your life.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, and I'm blessed to have had that happen and had those people in my life, because it allowed me to really focus and pay attention to myself and really get taken care of.
Yeah.
So
it is important to have trusted people that you can call and they'll be there no matter what.
Yep. And you, if you don't have those people, you've got to find them, because they're important. You need help, and you can't find it. It's a struggle. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that part of your story, and I'm hoping that his story will inspire you too, that even if you are going through challenges, whether they are health challenges, whether they are financial or any other personal issues, that that you are not alone, to not give up, don't quit, just keep pushing through it, and reach out for help, because there's so many resources out there. I know I say it all the time, but there are resources out there for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, who would you say has been your biggest supporter?
Yeah, my wife, Myra. She's been amazing. She's been my number one fans from day one when we talked about starting our own business. She's helped me with all of the decisions. She supported most of the decisions I've made. And of course, there's those that don't go through. If she doesn't like it, I can't go through with it. So got to trust her on that. And it's been great. So she's also handling the side of the business that I'm not strong at, the administrative side.
Okay.
Get me out in the field, that's where I excel. Get me in the office, that's where you're going to lose me.
Working your strengths, right?
Yes. So as a team, we work well together on that aspect, and she handles it amazingly, and she's also has her own thing going on. She's a realtor, and she's very busy, so she's doing all of that, and she's been my number one supporter. Of course, family and friends, they've also spread the word about our company and has helped us grow for the past couple of years quite a bit. So
yeah, no, that's great. Thank you again for sharing that and for taking the time to do this interview. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I do have one final question for you. How do you stand and empower?
Well, for me, I really am focused on family. After that health scare earlier this year, it really kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things. And so now I'm more focused on my family, even more so than before. And I want my kids to be inspired by this, just what we have gone through as a family as a whole, because there are challenges that are going to you'll be faced with. And how we handled it was, I don't know if we could have done it any better. And I'm hoping that this will inspire them to know that, you know, even if you're faced with certain things in life, you can overcome them.
Absolutely.
You can't give up, and you just have to keep moving forward, and the hard work will pay off.
Yeah.
You know, and we like to enjoy the fruits of our labor. You know, we do like to do things together and have fun. So, but it does require hard work to get there.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, so I just, hopefully they get inspired by that and take that on through their lives.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. Well, if you have any questions for Eric, I will include his information in the link, so you can feel free to reach out to him. And it was so great to have you again today. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time at Stand and Empower.